Welcome back to Outlaw Survival. Today I'm here with my buddy Mike. He's going to talk to you a little bit about tactical rifles. So you're in the market to buy a new rifle. What are you going to buy? What's going to suit you best? What's going to get you through your next survival situation? Mike, let's talk about the SKS. That's a good starting point.
This is a stock SKS. This shoots the 7.62 by 39 cartridge. This thing's been around since the early 40s. There's been millions of these rifles made. Chinese made about 8 million of them alone. So you can pick these up at pawn stores pretty much anywhere. You can get them online for right around $300. It's going to come to you just like this, basic box magazine. You can load these to the top here through 10-round stripper clips. Chad, you got any questions about this one?
You know, I do have a question about that. Now, this SKS, you know, when this was issued out to the Chinese military and stuff, what kind of range did that thing have?
It has an effective range of right around 400 yards.
Well, that's not bad. Mike, why don't you tell me a little bit on what it costs to shoot this gun? How much is a box of ammo for this bad boy?
By ammo, 7.62 by 39s coming down in price quite a bit. You can get it for anywhere from $5 to $10 a box for 20 rounds, or you can buy it in bulk on most online stores for right around 140 for 500 rounds.
Now, Mike, as far as modification goes on the SKS, what are your options?
Well, we just happen to have one sitting here. This SKS here has been outfitted with a Tapco stock. It's got an attachable 30-round magazine. Got a forward grip that doubles as a bipod. Got a little red dot spotter scope on here and what have you. And you can do all this for right around $150 to $200.
That's not bad at all.
No, it's not.
Not bad. Now, Mike, I see this gun here, and it looks very similar to the SKS, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't this an AK-47?
It is an AK-47. This gun actually replaced the SKS in the 50s as a Soviet battle rifle. This is one tough rifle right here. These things can be dropped. They're built to a loose tolerance. So they're not so much on accuracy, but you can throw it in the pond, leave it for a week, come back to it, dig it out of the mud, and this thing will function. Also shoots the 7.62 by 39 round. This one's been upgraded. It's got a ATI stock on it. Really helps soak up the recoil of this weapon.
Now, Mike, what's the range on this thing compared to the SKS? Because I noticed that the barrel on this thing is a little bit shorter.
Well, it shoots the 7.62 by 39 round just like the SKS. So you're still looking at right around 400 to 450 yards. They figured out that most combat engagements go between 300 and 400 yards. And that's really what this weapon, that's exactly what this weapon was designed for, was close quarters engagements.
It's really a magnificent piece of machinery. But I keep looking down here at the table, and I see this gun that looks like it just rolled out of the jungle. And I tell you, I'm at a loss. What is this thing?
No, this is actually an Olympic AR-15. It shoots 223 or 5.56 NATO. And the reason it looks like it came out of a war movie is it's actually patterned after the M16A1, which is the same rifle that our boys carried in Vietnam.
Now, the 223 compared to the 7.62, what's the big difference there? I mean,
223 is a lot lighter, faster bullet. It was actually designed to take men off the battlefield.
Mike, this rifle, it just doesn't look like the AR-15 that I normally see on the market nowadays. What's the big difference here?
Well, none really. They both shoot the 223 round. Like I said, this one was patterned more after the M16A1. The rifle sitting in front of you is patterned after the M16A2. And shoots the same 5.56, 223 round. Of course, this one's been outfitted with a bipod, laser scope with pressure switch. You know, brought into a more modern era.
I tell you, you've got the long range optics on this thing. What's that going to do you for compared to an SKS model?
you're looking at about double the range on a 223. Again, it's a smaller bullet and it's very fast. But this weapon here, you have a lot more close quarters knockdown, but you also sacrifice some distance.
What about the recoil on a gun like this? How strong is it?
Recoil on 223 isn't much more than shooting your average 22 rifle. Not much more, 22 Magnum maybe. As your 7.62 rifles over here, it's equivalent to your 30-30, so it's 30 caliber round.
So you're looking at $5–10 a box compared to $15–20.
Right around that area, right?
That's not terrible, but
Paying for that brass.
yeah. The SKS it doesn't usually come with the brass load, correct?
Most of your military surplus for the 7.62 by 39 is a steel case for Dan primed ammunition.
And that's
Highly
not,
corrosive.
and not capable of being reloaded.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, that's a big difference if you're in the survival situation.
Right.
And you've got to be able to reload your ammunition. Granted, you have a reloader, you're kind of running into trouble with the SKS if you're using
Or with
steel.
any Dan primed ammunition for that matter.
Okay. So, Mike, looking at the AR, are there any other modifications that you can do to this gun that are going to help you get through a survival situation?
Well, there is one thing I would recommend. You could pick up for about $170 to $200. You get a 22 conversion kit where all you got to do is break that thing open, switch out your bolt real quick, switch out your magazine, and now you have a 22 rifle. You're shooting an ammo that you can pick up anywhere, 500 rounds for about $12, and take out rabbit, coyote, whatever you need to do. Practice even.
That's definitely going to help matters because when you're dealing with 22, you can carry so many rounds and
Exactly.
it's so lightweight. You know, that's great. And in conclusion, you know, Mike has shown us that any one of these guns, you're going to be able to take out, you're going to be able to hunt with, some of them better than others, but you're going to be able to put meat on the table and food in your belly. Along with that, you're also going to be able to pick up any one of these guns and defend your family if the need ever arises. I'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching our show. If you decide you like us, go to our Facebook page, click like, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we want to thank you guys. See ya.